Network Entertainment.
Hello to everyone all over the world. Magkakasama na naman tayo sa isang gabing puno ng kwentuhan, tawa at bardagulan kasamang leading voices of the Philippine youth. Ito ang
Ganito kasi yan, powered by the Pod Network.
At kasama nyo pa rin ang breadwinner baby boy ng Rizal. Ako lang to, si Lance.
At kasama niyo pa rin ang inyong wandering go-getter ng Quezon City. It's your boy, Jacob. At kasama natin, Lance.
Nagbabalik. Sinong nagbabalik ngayon?
Oo, nagbabalik ang isang actor, content creator, and all-around performer. What?
It boy.
Performer.
Content creator and actor, Raven
Rigo.
Rigo.
Hi,
Yes!
everyone.
Welcome back.
Hi guys.
Parang kinabahan si Raven sa all-around performer.
Oo, medyo.
Medyo.
Oo. Hindi naman pang asap yung levels.
Medyo asap. So, welcome back. I think this is the third or fourth
Fourth.
time. Parang,
Talaga, fourth time na.
Oo.
Basta,
Dalawa
through
na
the-
may kasama ka, isa na solo.
through the
okay.
years, kumbaga. But like, how are you right
Oo.
now?
I'm super good, super okay these days. And medyo kinakabahan ako kasi live audience pala siya. Parang kanina lang nag-sync in nung si Rocky yung nandito sa live audience. And medyo mahihain kasi ako.
Shy type.
Isipin mo na lang, mga multo tong mga nakikita
Hindi na,
natin
wag naman.
dito. O, kasi may camera yung mga multo natin dito eh. So, do you feel any pressure right now?
A bit, yes.
A bit?
Yes. But let's make this fun and light lang.
Oh,
naman.
Of course. Pero in the past few days naman, recently, what have you been busy with naman?
I've been taping. Yun yung ginagawa ko recently. And finally, after years, meron na kaming series it's called Misbehave. And sana support niyo yun. It's an I Want original series. And bawal pa sabihin yung date, pero sabihin ko na, June 3.
Oh,
Dito lang naman.
Well, release naman na to.
release
So, I think yung trailer lalabas sa Monday and excited kami yung buong teams na mapanood nyo to kasi I feel like merong bawat character na pwede kang makarelate, mag-resonate with you and excited kami na lumabas to. Kasama ko dito marami kami sa cast pero this is led by Alexa Ilacad and Cyril Manabat. Yun po.
I think nandito din si Akira, right?
Yes, nandito rin si Akira.
Para ano yung plot niya this time? Or genre?
Yung genre ng Misbehave is about, I think yung synopsis nasabi naman na, but it's about a group of girls na nalik yung nudes nila sa isang very prestigious school and basically parang siyang boys versus girls. And this is directed by Dirk Ivan Payawal.
Ang galing, nauna na yung promo.
Tsaka meron ka
Galing,
din
diba?
bagong, diba, with Regal?
Yes.
Yung BL.
Meron din po akong show with Regal. It's called The Day I Loved You Season 2. I'm a new character doon. BL, first lead ko na BL. Yun po.
Kailan sila, may na ba? Or wala pa?
Wala pa.
Pero this
June,
year.
June din.
This year, sa June din.
Yes, sabay
So,
sila.
book and busy pala si Raven this June.
Nakapag-promo na.
Oo.
Pack up na.
Okay na po. Nakapag-promote na po si Raven.
Okay na.
Kayo.
Pero going back,
Ang dami na natin napag-usapan with you before. We talked about your career, different works that you do. But siguro for this one, we really wanted to talk about like your journey in adulthood and adulting. Especially na you grew up in Tarlac, diba?
Tarlac?
Yes.
Yes.
Sup?
And parang, syempre, nung una na pag-usapan natin yung province life ni Raven, di ba, growing up. And of course, dito ka na rin for the past 5 years?
Parang 5 years na.
5 years.
years.
Oo. So parang, syempre, grabe din na parang navigating your early 20s na living alone or also moving into
out.
a different province, a different area, especially in the city.
Yes.
Siguro, una kong question is, when you decided to leave home, ano yung tingin mong life awaiting for you?
Medyo mababa expectations ko moving sa city kasi galing ako sa Tarlac and very provincial yun talaga yung life ko, yung kinalakihan ko. And yung original plan ko naman was to become a doctor talaga. And hindi ko alam kung ano specialization pero yun yung pinaka-goal ko And parang, ano lang siya, yun lang yung path na iti-take ko, walang iba. But I think yung life kasi has cunning ways of surprising you. And ayun, kasi I think yung nag-lead up to that, yung steps na tinitake ko was, sabi ko, maging doctor talaga ako. That didn't happen, pero fortunately, I'm happy with what I do now naman. Kasi, I mean, wala akong background with acting, wala akong alam sa being under the limelight. Kasi, achiever ako sa school, and I say this ng humble na, yun talaga yung pinaka-ginagawa ko lang. Class valedictorian ako,
Wow.
EIC ako ng school newspaper namin, class president, president din ng school student body. So, parang yung steps ko was nag-lead up na to becoming a doctor. And, ayun, yun yung parang, kaya medyo surprising na I'm in Manila doing this.
Ano yung point na na-realize mo na parang, okay, that's my dream, pero
Dito ako.
magpipivot ako to something else? Or parang this dream, parang hindi na siya for me right now?
I think parang may malaking factor yung dad ko, yung support niya nun in like trying out. Kasi pandemic din nun eh. And parang may nangalbit lang din sa akin. I think inner thought ko yun na, wait, hindi naman sa certain ako na maging doctor ako, but parang alam ko kasing doon ako papunta. So why not try something else muna? For now, lalo pandemic, hindi ko mabigay yung best ko at school kasi hindi naman kami nag-face-to-face. And yun siguro yung parang medyo nakalbit ako na, yeah, I can try this naman. Nang wala akong background. And I think, yun yung few reasons bakit, yun yung parang pinaka-ginagamit ko as fuel ko to keep going. Kasi parang, you can always take risk anytime. It's your life. And you can start anytime.
Yung medicine ba, is it something na you feel na is still something you wanna pursue and you wanna go back to?
Or in another life na.
Honest, hindi sarado yung heart ko sa medicine, pero honestly speaking, I'm happy with what I do now. And it took a lot para ma-reach yung mindset na I'm happy with where I am. And yung ginagawa ko ngayon, this is something I really enjoy.
Siguro, can you walk us through yung sinabi mong journey na you're happy where you are right now? Na parang, were there points na parang nagigilty ka or nare-regret ka na sana ito na lang pinili ko? But up to this point na okay ka na sa pinili mo. Paano yung naging process of navigating that?
At first, hindi nga ako certain kasi medyo may as a Virgo, naniniwala kasi ako sa science na ganun. And may pagka-perfectionist ako. And sabi ko, at the time nung nag-uumpisa ako with showbiz, I clearly wasn't handling it well. I was getting bashed. And yun yung time na nagko-call na ako sa parents ko na uwi na ako. Parang this is not for me. But nag-reach din naman yung point na nagkaroon ako ng projects na slowly nakikita ko yung value ng ginagawa ko. And I met friends along the way. And yeah, very, 180-degree na turn na. I'm happy with it.
What allowed you to power through? What made you, ano yung nakapagpa-power through sa'yo nung times na you want to call your parents na umuwi na?
Siguro yung friends I met along the way. Yun, most of them nasa showbiz din. And yung iba naman non-showbiz. Pero pinaka-vital siguro na factor bakit nag-decide ako to just go for it, to just take that leap. Nung nakikita ko na this is something I want to do for a very long time, acting. Nasi-challenge ako, yung bashings, yung criticisms, I can use them to, push through. Because at the end of the day, yung criticisms, they last for like maybe a few days, a few weeks, matagal na yung 1 month. But after a while, as long as you learn from it, kaya, yun siguro.
Siguro yung acting in general, nung student ka, was this something na nagagawa mo na before? Like hidden talent mo? Or talagang mas lumabas lang siya ngayon na out of school?
Yung acting?
Oo.
Hindi ako nag-acting
Talaga?
talaga. Hindi talaga. Yeah.
Paano mo pwede pala yun? Paano
Paano
mo
siya
nasabi?
napunta na, parang pwede ko tong explore?
Bukod sa past projects ko siguro, pinaka na-explore ko siya this year. I think na nagkaroon ako ng Misbehave itong upcoming show namin sa I Want, and yun, dun ko siya mas na-explore this year.
At least parang you're given that opportunity. And even siguro yung Dirty Linen and such, na parang knowing na you can already reach that na parang kaya mo na and happy ka na with where you are right now. I think it's important din as well. Siguro, going back to that process again of navigating yung choice of everything, siguro parang yung parang moment early on na nasabi mo na, ay, talagang I'm really on my own now?
Nasabi ko I'm really on my own now. Na-feel ko na siya nung umpisa pa lang nag-start pa lang ako with showbiz eh. Since probinsyano ako talaga. Wala akong alam sa city. Tapos, naalala ko nun pocket money ko was 2,000. Tapos parang baon ko na yun for like a week kasi hindi naman kami sobrang privileged na, hindi naman ako galing sa very privileged background. So, kailangan ko make the most out of what I had before. And yun yung parang nag-fuel sa akin na, like looking back, yun yung isa sa mga moments na happy ako nangyari. And, sorry, ano yung question ulit?
Ayun, yung parang you're really on your own. Kailan mo, ano yung moment na na-feel mo
nung
yun?
nag-live alone na ako, and ako kasi, siguro kahit sa friends ko, sinasabi ko all the time na at least once in your life, you have to try to live independently. Siyempre, mag-iingat ka pa rin, pero I really encourage that, and I value na ginawa ko yun, na try to live in the city or try to go somewhere na... Dati kasi sa akin yung Manila is very foreign eh. Like, ayoko puntahan. To kasi yung, kung ano rin yung in-instill sa akin ng parents ko na living in Manila, mainit, mausok,
Puno na pa nga.
puno ng pangarap. Mga ganun. So, medyo negative yung feeling ko sa living here. And marami pa rin moments ngayon na nasasabi kong I'm okay being on my own na kasi I live independently. And I have friends who support me then. And it's important to have people who support you and, help you navigate through life. And nandito yung manager ko ngayon, si Sir JP. And I have to give credit sa kanya and acknowledge na, he's one of the few people na naniwala sa akin, especially noon. And parang it's important to find your people, your tribe, na syempre may mga differences kami, but with friendships that last, you just feel it eh. And we have like developed a really important na relationship sa akin na outside of work. And that's something I really value, and grateful ako sa mga tao na nandyan for me. And ayun, happy kasi ako na being with friends, and of course, mag-isa ako most of the time sa condo. I enjoy that. And yun.
What was the hardest part that parang no one prepared you for? Na parang no one told you na, ay, yung living alone, etong part talaga yung tipong, ay, hindi ko alam na magiging mahirap pala to.
Bills, of course. Paying bills, rent, kasi ako nag-rent pa din ako ng condo. Pero for some reason, hindi ako kailangan ko lang i-share na, hindi ako gaanong takot na mag-grow up. Hindi ako takot, sa age ko ngayon, I'm currently 24. And happy ako na, parang, I enjoy this time of my life ngayon na, I have to give credit sa parents ko doon na, hanggang ngayon kahit I'm much older na compared na nagsimula ako. Parang innate talaga sa akin yung pagiging childlike ko. I know what I like. Hindi nawawala yung interest ko nung bata ako hanggang ngayon. Lagi ko siya na-rediscover. I always go back dun sa... na-enjoy ko yung current life ko because I know what I want and I know my interests. And that's often hard pag nasa showbiz ka. People tell you who you should be, what you should do. You should present yourself in this way para ma-accept ka. But I think we're in a generation na mas lenient and understanding ng mga tao with who you are and who you should become. And every single day, happy ako na may discover ako about myself. And I hope that goes for a lot of people then, given na... Kasi going lang sa ngayon, I also feel pressure to present myself in a certain way, social media telling you ganito ka dapat by 20 or 22 graduate ka na, dapat by 25 you're living alone, by 28 my car, by 30 dapat meron ka ng good partner and like bahay. It's just so much ngayon. And sa akin, what works for me is going sa pace na kaya ko and what works for me. And ayun. Kasi lalo social media is very curated ngayon. We only see the good parts. We don't see paano ginawa yung photo na to or yung video na to na sobrang ganda. We don't see that. And I really, pag na-feel ko na overwhelmed na ako, I really put down my phone and sabihin ko, I remind myself, I try to pick up hobbies. Kahit mahilig kasi ako sa games, so maglalaro ako ng games ko. I walk kasi mahilig ako maglakad-lakad. I just stay at home pag hindi ko feeling lumabas, ganun. So parang, na-build ko talaga brick by brick yung interest ko. And I think it's very important sa generation natin to know what you really want. It doesn't have to be like similar sa ibang tao. Or like kailangan ganto-ganto. But you have to know your interests. Kahit pag gaano kaliit yan, may it be writing or anything under the and anything. Yeah.
Pero ikaw, how did you handle that expectations? Kasi, syempre, growing up or parang right now, there's that expectations. Yun nga yung sabi mo na kailangan at this age, you have achieved this, you've done this. Paano mo nina-navigate na, or parang how do you defy the expectations that are set upon you? Ng society, ng family, or ng industry?
Moving at your own pace this year, especially. And, hindi ko rin siya ma-recognize how or when ko siya na-feel na, kasi dati mabilis ako kabahan with, like, magtitaping ako, nanginginig na ako, ayoko na mag-taping, or, just now, mas na-regulate ko emotions ko. And I'm in a much better headspace na because of all the things that happened then to me, na hindi ko kasi siguro, hindi rin sa mga, let's say, mistakes or past experience ko that are very not good and hindi favorable, I try not to make myself a victim sa mga ganong situations, especially when I know na I can learn from it. And yun siguro yung ginamit ko na, yeah, that sucks na it happened, pero it had to happen para mag-learn ka. I think kasi masyado tayong against yung sa fact na mag-make ng mistakes, you might make the wrong move, mamaya galit na sa'yo yung ganito or yung friend mo or someone sa social media. But para sa akin, vital, super integral yung mistakes in order to grow, kahit cliche sabihin. And ayun, na ngayon kasi parang mas peaceful yung heart ko with where I am now. Yeah.
Right. And siguro balikan ko lang yung sinabi mo kanina na parang sa social media nga, very curated, hindi alam ng mga tao, ganito yung nangyari. Siguro, like, in your experiences, like, if it's okay lang to share, but what is something na parang people don't see na parang you've sacrificed or you've struggled through na na-surpass mo that not a lot of people don't usually see?
Time with family, siguro. Time with my siblings and my parents. As much as possible, try ko mag-hangout with them. Sa bilis ng pace ng life natin as Gen Zs or millennials, sa bilis ng pace natin, we forget what matters. And we forget yung sino yung nandun when you were still like hindi pa ikaw yung ngayon.
Mga since day one.
Yeah, since day one. Wala naman akong sobrang sinacrifice to build the life na na-imagine ko. But yun nga yung spending time with family na lilimit. But I'm just blessed na I have parents who support what I do, naiintindihan nila. And yung mga kapatid ko na hindi ko sila nakikita kasi meron pa akong apat kayo magkapatid, yung dalawa doon baby pa. Like 7 years old, 4 years old, para na silang anak. So, nakikita na lang nila ako minsan sa TV or sa mga past YouTube vlogs namin sa Squad Plus. Pero pag nakita nila ako, it's the same. And kaya parang wala akong naisip na sacrifice na parang, kumbaga it took a toll on me na, damn, like, kailangan ko to gawin para ma-reach to. Wala ako na-feel na ganun kasi I just accept things the way they are. Na it's, kahit pa minsan struggle siya, na-accept ko na it had to happen para mag-grow ka. Hindi ko kasi masyadong binibaby yung thoughts ko na, hindi mo dapat laging binibaby yung thoughts mo na you're not enough or ganito ka. Yeah, you have to go through it, pero you have to propel yourself forward. Hindi pwedeng lagi lang na-feel bad ka na, I'm in this situation na ayoko, or ganito yung friend ko sa akin, ganito yung parents ko. At the end of the day, you're the one na makakapag-save sa sarili mo. And you're gonna meet people pa who will, support you all throughout. Kaya yun, I try to minimize yung feeling na mga ganun na not feeling enough. Though it's hard, pero...
Yun.
Hey! Whether it's a struggle you can't seem to get through or a dream that seems too daunting for you, this is Mirza Season telling you that you can do this. Let's figure it out or find someone who can. I'm a confidence coach and host, an ex-editor, ex-model, ex-20-something, ex-30-something, exactly who you need to help you navigate through life's ins and outs. What are you waiting for? Let's go! You can do this.
Siguro parang like listening from your experiences and parang yung way of thought mo. Parang I see you as someone na parang okay, kailangan parang you're talking with your internal self in terms of navigating, and ang dami mong nina-navigate. Pero was there a point na parang naramdaman mo na you're getting too hard on yourself? And when that point came, how did you overcome that?
Oo, kasi sensitive ako sa... Maraming times before na sensitive ako sa perception sa akin ng tao, lalo pag hindi ako gusto na, ang ginawa ko sa'yo, parang, ang ginawa ko, parang ganun. Hindi lang to sa, like, personal relationships ko, like, pag napaperceive ako in a certain way sa social media na ganito siya, hindi naman totoo yun, or hindi mo naman alam yun. So, may mga times na na-hurt ako with reading comments, reading stuff. But, kasi, I've accepted na, social media, lagi silang may kumbaga comment sa'yo. And I'm just handling it better now na, to drown out some noises.
You're filtering out what you want to hear. Ganun ba?
Pero siguro, with growth ko na lang, hindi na ako masyadong nasaktan sa comments. Before, dadamdamin ko, iiyakan ko pa. But now, kahit hindi ko ito-tolerate ever ang bullying, but if may magsabi man sa'yo, it's how you handle it. Remember na sasabihin lang nila because they can. And, they also, it's just part of me understanding na, maybe that's why you're capable of saying that, or you're capable of making comments and judgments because you have a lot going on at home, or you have a lot going on with your life. And, basically, naintindihan ko na lang. And it comes with yung being in the limelight and showbiz itself.
And looking back into your career, what was the toughest season of your life that you had to go through while building your career?
Marami siya. And yun nga, hindi kasi pag dumadaan yung mga tough seasons sa career ko, tinitreat ko pa yung sarili ko as a rookie sa showbiz. Dami ko pang dapat matutunan. But I can say all the time na gusto ko lang mag-act, gusto ko maging magaling na actor, I want to win awards, I want to be perceived na magaling na actor. But sa generation natin ngayon, you also have to be like a celebrity na you should be like a role model sa mga tao, you should have like a certain public persona na dapat favorable. And yung mga toughest seasons na yun, I really, again, going back, hindi ko talaga vinivictimize sarili ko. Alam ko when to... I know how to handle it without discrediting yung bad parts na... Like, sometimes you make mistakes and sometimes nasa sayo na yun kung how you move forward and how you bounce back sa mga yun. Dami with showbiz. Kasi makita lang naman yung like yung pagkatapos yung glamour basically. Dami ng gustong mag-pursue ng showbiz, may mga ugly parts yon. And, pero, it's something na, if plano nyo man, it's something na you would enjoy.
Hmm. And siguro, this is something I frequently ask already na, in that in-between seasons na parang, syempre, you're still navigating, finding your way up sa industry to be that actor that you wanted to be. Were there seasons na you feel na parang ang bagal ng progress? Or parang, that seasons na parang, is this for me? Na parang ang tagal ng mga bagay na mangyari.
Oo, last year. Last year nung wala akong, I think for 2 years, wala akong like, project talaga. And na-impatient na ako na wala nangyayari sa life ko. But in those moments, grabe yung learnings because na-introduce ako to content creation na mas I took it seriously in a way na natuto na ako how to edit my videos, how to like kahit yung as simple as posting kasi dati struggle yun sa akin. And parang na-introduce ako sa world of content creation and I always tell my friends, I encourage them kasi it's like a really fun job na madami mong pwedeng gawin. Like, ang dami mong niche na pwedeng i-explore and i-tackle and, yung only harm nun is, you're gonna be perceived. But the thing with content creation and showbiz, you're always gonna be perceived. Kasi nilalabas mo yung sarili mo sa public eye. But, siguro masasabi ko lang is be responsible with it and have fun doing it.
Siguro now na parang, even if it's showbiz or social media, lagi kang nasa limelight. Parang, do you think na at this point in your life, parang sanay ka na dun? Or feeling mo, yun nga, natitake mo pa rin yung mga ganong comments?
I would say, sanay naman na, but hindi naman ako immune sa perception sa akin, especially when it's not good. Pero, siguro happy ako na there are a lot of, like, may mga supporters ako na they know paano ako, how I think, and, like, it's like, pag nakabuild ka ng parang community of people na like-minded sa'yo, kahit pa fans sila or like supporters mo, na quiet na supporters. I think na, medyo personal kasi ako when it comes to like people who support me. Like, I really try my best to talk to them. Kasi nga parang nasa soft ako when I have people na who show up for me. And so, medyo na-drown out na yung noise. Kasi kung kilala nyo talaga ako before, hindi talaga, affected ako lagi sa comments. Like, yeah.
Wait, sino dito nag-show up for Raven today? Ay, yun.
Ay.
Oh! Parang makainin na, may masarili yun. Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And Raven, what's a lesson that adulthood taught you that you had to learn the hard way?
May times na you're gonna feel stuck in a rut. And hindi naman kasi linear ang growth eh. And there are many times sa life ko na I kind of wanted to give up. I wanted to quit showbiz. I wanted to, alam mo yung maging low-key na lang, ganun. Kasi, di ba, uso din yun.
Uso din yun.
Uso yun nga yung low-key lang. Pero, yun nga, siguro I'm just in a really positive mindset. And hindi to madali. It took a lot para makarating sa mindset na ganito. Na, hindi naman ako live, laugh, love. Pero, mas I see myself na as alam ko how to handle it the next time na dumating yung gantong problems kasi never ending yan eh. It's just how you handle it then.
Parang I'd imagine na ang hirap na ng adulthood. Pero knowing na may added showbiz pa, parang doble yung hirap or doble yung bigat. Would you agree?
Oh, agree, super. Lalo ngayon yung sa shows namin, may have this, medyo na-anxious ako na sana i-receive sila na maayos. And with I think hindi ko pa ito nasabi, pero with Misbehave nga kasi focus sa girls. Yun. And it's like boys versus girls. And ang mindset ko lang dun is I just want the girls to shine and thrive. Kasi if nag-thrive sila, like, maki-carry yung boys. Because in a way, it's their story, like sa girls. And as in, bawat character, sa 11 characters doon, makakahanap ka ng, wait, ako to. And excited ako mapanood, as in, ito yung project na sobrang proud ako, like so far. And marami siyang lessons. It has a lot of heart. And I hope panoorin sa June 3 kahit bawal pa i-announce.
Hindi, pwede na.
June 3 to. And kung may mga, just hit me up if you guys wanna go sa premiere night namin sa June 1. And, you know, we are more than welcome.
Ayun, siguro, looking back at it, you're turning 24, you have projects, ayun, nag-bloom na ulit yung season mo ngayon. Siguro at the end of the day, parang what has this journey taught you about resilience and being yourself amidst all through things?
We're too hard on ourselves most of the time. And sa 20s mo, it's the time na you're gonna go through a lot. And ito rin yung time na pinaka-i-value mo when you're much older. Even 30s really, really young. Diba? What more, yung 20 na kagagaling mo lang sa pagiging teenager. And we're too hard on ourselves. And I hope i-ground natin yung sarili natin. Na we're doing what we can at the time na mahirap man yan. We're all doing our best sa 20s. And parang, ito kasi yung time na gusto kong i-enjoy ko siya and maximize ko. Kasi, syempre yung mga parts na, I don't think alam ng mga tao, but I'm also a breadwinner sa family namin. Hindi pa pinapa-feel ng parents ko na maging breadwinner ako. They can still handle it. But, there will come a time na I have to, help them out and help my siblings out kasi panganay ako. And yun yung pinaka parang mantra ko ngayon na I have to make the most out of my 20s. Be it enjoying kahit no matter the season, no matter how trivial yung mga nangyayari. And I really have to make the most out of it. And para when I mag-turn ako sa age na kailangan ko na to do big boy responsibilities, okay ako. I don't wanna look back with any regret. And whatever happened sa life ko, I accept them wholeheartedly. And yeah, yun.
And now naman na parang malapit ka na mag-halfway through sa 20s mo, what are you aspiring for sa second half of your 20s?
Ayun, stable na job, good company. I hope I get to hang out with the people I love more, be it family and friends. And yung usual goals ko, but I'm just looking forward sa mga mangyayari pa na next. And nasasabi ko yun ng may gaan sa heart ko na gusto ko nila ma-surprise ng life na, wag namang bad, pero syempre gusto ko ma-surprise na. Kasi yung surprises na yun, they can happen anytime. Kahit feeling mo pinagsakluban ka ng langit at lupa, darating at darating yun. And I think everyone has a shot na to do well in life. And when it happens, sana we hold on to that tight. There's always hope. Yun yung naisip ko. And parang yung hope na yun is, nabuo ko yun from all the times na I wanted to just give up. And parang pag nung nakuha ko na yung hope na yun, it's hard to let go. And kaya optimistic ako about my life and I'm constantly learning. And kaya feeling ko even when I'm much older, I'm still gonna learn, ganun. Yeah.
Talagang, parang even if you're turning older, I mean, syempre tumatanda tayo, parang it's important na nandun din yung sense na, there's always hope for better things to come. It's not just that you would set expectations ahead, pero just you're enjoying what's present now and looking forward for what's happening in the future. Ano din talaga.
Yes.
Kaya yun, thank you so much for this very, very insightful conversation. At magpapasalamat din tayo dito.
Yes, of course.
Palakpakan nyo naman muna sa
Palakpakan
Yes.
muna natin si Raven.
Salamat.
And of course, magbibigay lang tayo ng ating special thanks sa lahat ng partners natin who made the event possible. Gardenia, dahil lahat ay may loaf bread.
Sana all. Yes.
The receipt, photo booth, at sana lahat nakapag-take na ng pictures sa photo booth. And if hindi pa, may chance pa kayo habang kaya pa. Lucky Yogurt, na lahat ay nagkaroon ng yogurt.
Okay ba? Sarap.
Ikaw ba, Raven, enjoy mo yung yogurt?
Blueberry. Siya.
Wow. And of course, Hooray Chicken.
Hep, hep.
Hey!
na may branches sa Pasig, Taytay, Marikina, Antipolo,
Wow.
Parañaque, Mandaluyong, and White Plains, Quezon City na bago nilang branch. And of course, may promo sila dahil ganon sila ka-supportive sa GKY Live. Dahil kung bibili kayo ng rice meal from Hooray Chicken ay makakakuha kayo ng free iced tea. Sabihin nyo lang ang promo code na Hooray GKY.
Hindi FF4A.
This will be running for the entire month of June.
And yun,
And of course, meron pa.
meron pa.
Dami.
Grip PH and Pasta Game.
Yes, walang pa ka naman natin.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Ayun.
And-
And of course, ito na, Raven, it's time for you to share kung anong dapat na asahan from
Promo
you,
time.
saan ka nila mapapanood, and ano pa yung mga social media mo.
Hi guys. Thank you. First of all, thank you na nandito kayo. And I hope marami kayong natutunan kahit minsan nahirapan ako like ma-word out yung gusto ko sabihin. I hope support niyo si Justin, siya na yung next. And yun po, Misbehave is an I Want original series. Lalabas na po ito sa June 3. And 10 episodes to. Tapos,
Weekly
The
ba
Day
to?
I Loved You, it's my first BL series. Lalabas na din siya sa June. Wala pa exact date, pero hindi ko pa pwede share. Pero yun. And sa socials, Raven Rigor. Hindi ko alam yung username ko. Wait lang. Raven Rigor _ Wala, sorry. Hindi ko naalala. TikTok, Kimchi Raven. Kimchi Raven.
Yes.
Bakit
Thank
siya
you, guys.
Kimchi Raven?
Kimchi Raven kasi nung bata ako gumagawa ako ng account nun, parang 11 ba ako? Nun 11 years old ako. Tapos,
Kahit sa Twitter, yun din yun.
oo, tapos ang dami yung na-assert sa akin na, uy, Kimchi Raven, hindi. Bata ako, ginawa ko 11 ako, so ginagawa ko siya. Tapos sabi, kasama kasi, ano ang pangalan ko? Tapos may ligaw ako sa Kimchi, tapos dinikit ko. Ayun, wala
Kimchi
lang.
Raven. Para siyang yung
Nadala
mga...
siya hanggang ngayon, sabi ko, hindi ko alam kung okay pa. Pero,
Para siyang yung mga post sa Facebook na ano yung huli mong kinain plus pangalan mo.
Oo, ganun nga yun.
Ganun na ganun.
Ganun yung ano yun.
Oo.
At ayun na nga, okay. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Raven.
guys,
Weekly
for
ba yung
being
ano?
here.
Weekly ba yung Misbehave?
Opo.
How
Oo. Lalabas yung trailer sa Monday. Abangan nyo, 8 p.m. Dapat
abangan
kagabi.
yan.
Kaso yung na-delay.
Ayun, abangan nyo. At abangan nyo rin yung iba naming episodes. Feel free to stream on our YouTube and Spotify. It's at Ganito Kasi Yan. And i-share nyo na rin to sa mga social media platforms. It's at GKYPod. And use the hashtag GKYLive. Nag-release kami ng episodes every Saturday. Like, comment, subscribe kasi malapit na kami mag 1,000. And siguro at the end of the day, whether you're moving away, may sasabihin ka pa? Go. Yeah, you're moving away from home or you're moving on to different phases in life. Don't feel pressured kasi you got this. Yes. At ito pa rin ang Ganito Kasi Yan.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.